This is the Beardsley School District final presentation by Amanda Reisner for the Education 590 Spring 2017 Master's course. There are 4 schools in the Beardsley District: Beardsley Elementary, North Beardsley Elementary, San Loren Elementary, and Beardsley Junior High. If you are not familiar with them, Beardsley Elementary and Beardsley Junior High almost look like they're on the same campus because they actually are. They share a cafeteria, and the district office is a small little building that separates the two. The mission statement that can be found on the school's website states, Beardsley School District is committed to meeting the educational needs of all children through a partnership between the school, parents, and the community. This educational commitment includes the opportunity for every student to be successful, develop a positive self-image, make decisions, and to grow academically, socially, psychologically, and physically. This commitment will assist each student developing the necessary abilities for successful careers and participation in promotion of a free and democratic society. The defining characteristics of Beardsley. It was founded in 1882, and it's one of the older school districts here in town. I believe the Norris School District is older. It's a Title I school. Well, they're all Title I schools in the district. Breakfast is provided for the students who arrive early. If you come when the gates open, students are allowed to go in the cafeteria and grab breakfast for those who don't necessarily get it at home. ACES. ACES we will discuss in a little bit, but it is an after-school program that they receive through a grant. The Beardsley School District is known in the community as a lower level school district. It's also known as lower socially economically. It's also one of the drug areas, known violence. It's just a really tough area. One thing I can say about being there on campus with these students and teachers as well is the staff is amazing. The demographic composition and other facts. There's 1,810 students currently enrolled in the district. They're primarily Caucasian and Hispanic. It's not really much more than that. There's not a huge mix. It's not representative of other districts in the county, especially when you compare it to the Bakersfield City School District, which is a much bigger district. It's actually reversed. There are 166 English language learners in the district. Most are at North Beardsley Elementary. 87.5% of the students are on free or reduced lunches here. This is a time series graph showing student enrollment trends. You can see in 1996-97 school year, it was about 1,600, and it peaked in 2005-2006 school year when there was almost 1,950 students, and then it tapered back off and it went a little bit lower, and right now it's going back up. There's currently 1,810 students enrolled. I think a lot of it has to do with the economic times we're in. Kern County is an oil industry town, so a lot of people were laid off within the last 2-3 years just due to the decrease. So a lot of people are moving from different areas to areas where it's easier to rent homes and that kind of thing. So I believe that's what's caused it to increase again. This is just the demographic composition. If you see, it's 51% are Caucasian, 38% are Hispanic. Everything else is just really not there. It's one or the other. This is the English Language Arts Literacy test results from 2016. Most students are not meeting the standard. And this is in reading and writing. There's 50% or more below standard. In research, 40% of the students are below grade level and standard. Listening is the strongest area for the students, with only 32% that are below standard. It's really hard when you see how many students are absent. Specifically speaking, Beardsley Elementary, There are so many students that just don't come to school. I had a little girl tell me she missed a field trip because she had to stay home and clean because CPS was coming. This is the mathematics test results for 2016. Again, I'm just strictly looking at third grade, even though the other grade levels are pretty much representative throughout the district. Concepts and procedures, 55% of the students are below standard. Solving and modeling data analysis, 45% of the students are below the standard. Communicating reasoning, 40% of the students are below grade level. And it's not to say that these students aren't trying. I've been in the class where these students are fighting so hard to learn the information and they just keep getting stuck because they've missed so much of school, and the year before they missed so much school and they possibly moved around. Financial trends. This graph, you can see that in the purple is local revenue. In the green, it's the education protection account and the state aid that they get. And then the actual state aid that they get completely for everything is right there shown. I think I interpreted that right. But their total funding is right there on the left. Here is another chart showing more of the money. The white is the portion of money that they still need. They're not getting. Other financial trends is Beardsley School District has a Beardsley School Community Foundation. It's a nonprofit. 100% of the proceeds that are raised go back to the students of Beardsley District. They help fund field trips. They help fund assemblies and other activities for these students. They meet every third Tuesday of each month. They have 3 main events: the golf tournament, the carnival that they do in the fall, and they do a sporting clays tournament where it's actually a shooting tournament, and a lot of the teachers volunteer, and it's huge. These events actually allowed the students to go on a field trip this last month, and I was able to go with them. The LCAP priorities, they want to increase student attendance. The student attendance, especially at Beardsley Elementary, is way below. They have on the doors now to help promote attendance. You get to cross off every day that you have full attendance. And once you mark off so many days, you get a reward, a candy, a treat. They've actually resulted to doing like weekly treats for these students, trying to get them there. They want to promote parent involvement. What it comes down to is it's a lower level community. Parents are working. If the parents aren't involved, they have grandparents. They have a lot of kids in foster homes. And so they're trying to get the parents involved or the guardians, but a lot of them just don't have the time. Stakeholders want the district to improve school connectiveness. They want the school to reach out more. They want to be more in the community and active, which if you go to their website, since this was stated, they have probably about 15 different ways you can give input to the school, well, to the district, and share your ideas, how you want to help, how you think this can help, how you think the school can do better. And they're really fighting to get that parent involvement and get that connection between everybody. And the lower income students, their attendance is horrible. I've been in a class since January and I have seen one little boy about 10 times, and it's just so sad because he misses so much and he's just losing so much. Changes that are taking place. This is not a district that's just like, oh, this is just where my students are. They are fighting for these students. In order to combat lower test scores and student reading scores that are below grade level, they have reading labs. They have more than one. In the class that I'm currently in third grade, from 8:30 to 9:30, there's two separate reading labs. Those that need the most help go to both, and those that just need a little additional help to help them get past to the next grade level go in for half the time. They also still have RSP classes. During this time that they're in the reading lab, no new material can be taught. Also with math scores, it's called math lab. At some districts, they go into a room just like the reading lab and they're separated. At my school, they're coming in to the class during math time, and the tutor is sitting in the back of the room going over the same assignments, but she's taking the extra time. If there's a question, the teacher's right there to answer. It's really, really working out really well. ACES is the After School Education and Safety Program. It's a 3-year grant that the Boys and Girls Club sends tutors and coaches to the school, and it's to help keep these kids off the streets, get them the extra attention and help they need with their homework. And now they are providing meals for these students because some of these students don't eat. Beardsley District Strengths, ACES. The school board has set up so many ways to get the parents involved and get input. They have free breakfast for those students. Even if they can't eat at home, they're going to eat a meal at school. They have great teachers. They are devoted to these students. They are willing to fight for these students. Chromebooks, though they're not like every district where every class has one, each grade level has a set. And at the last board meeting, they are voting to allow Bakersfield Adult School to come in and teach classes at night on campus in the community. So the people that don't have vehicles can actually go into the Beardsley campus and take classes from the adult school so they can earn their GED, finish up their high school diploma. They're giving these people a chance to better their lives, and it's not just for the children, they're reaching out to the community. District weaknesses. They're not diverse. There's a ton of absenteeism. There's a substitute shortage. The first day that I applied to work as a sub, I was told, if you can come down right now, we could use you in a class. And it turns out that this class had not had a sub all week, even though there were no instructors to teach them. So it was just pull from where you can, and it's a shortage, but it's not just the district, it's countywide here in Kern. Low test scores, students are performing below grade level, there's lack of parent involvement, and these teachers are teaching 25 to 27 students in a class. Their class size is huge. My recommendations. I really think Beardsley is fighting for these students and really taking the initiative to be there for them and step up where they can step up. So I recommend that when the grant ends for ACES, that they try to find a way to keep the program. Maybe use the nonprofit Beardsley community and try and keep it that way. One student told me that if she doesn't go to ACES, that she would be home by herself, and she's a third grader. Keep fighting and offering opportunities to get parents and the community involved. Don't give up. Put it out there. Keep putting it out there. Eventually, somebody's going to say yes. Somebody's going to have the free time to combat the low scores and students that are below grade level. Keep the reading lab and math labs. Maybe offer more. Fight to educate these students. They need somebody to fight for them. Offer more rewards or incentives to get students in class and lower the number of students who are absent. Like do a movie day or a field trip or being present for the day you get to go to the dollar theater or roller skating. And those are my references. Sorry I stuttered a bit. I have one sleeping twin on me right now. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed.